Hey everyone, it's Jane again, and it's time to plan for 2020 for our January setup. Right now I'm showing you the last pages of December, which has gone by very fast. And now we're already almost in January, we're almost in the next year. I can't believe it. And this month I chose the theme London because in 2 days I'm going to London. By the time this video will go live, I will be already in London because I'm flying on Sunday and the video is going live on Monday. So, the best greetings from London, I guess. So here I'm drawing my January title page. I have a little collage of the city with the Big Ben, the Tower Bridge, the Gherkin, and a little boat, the Thames River, and just a sunny day with a few clouds, as it is hopefully going to be in London when we're there. And we're going to be there to visit a good friend of ours who has been living there for over 5 years now. And we're going to do some sightseeing and then of course have a great New Year's at my friend's place. So here and there I'm drawing some more details into the drawing, just with my finer tipped Staedtler pigment liner. And then I thought it needed some red accents because I think of London and I think of blue and red, but I wanted to keep it simple, so I stuck with red, only red. As we're turning the page, we're planning January's monthly overview, where I pre-drew a little London bus in the right corner. And then I'm putting the 31 days of January down. For this month I decided to draw lots of little squares for each day. And this is always a pain in the you know where to draw, because I'm not a person to get a ruler and draw all those lines. I want to freehand everything. You have to count the little dots on the page to know how long each square is going to be. In my case it was 8 little dots on both sides of the square to form a box. For all of the thicker black lines I'm using my Staedtler pigment liner in the tip size 0.5, and for all the fine detailed lines I'm using the tip size 0.05. It's so thin you can barely see it. After drawing all the boxes, I'm going into drawing the bus. I wanted to do the red hop on and hop off bus because we're probably going to take one of those as well when we're in London. I really like to do some sightseeing that way, because otherwise you have to walk very far distances or take a cab or public transportation. And this way you can hop on and off on all those highlights of the city. Then I'm drawing in some red dots for the days of the week where I can put the numbers, and then I of course have to draw in the bus in the red color, since this is the famous red bus, isn't it? I try to make this theme a little more playful, since it's a fun and, for me, kind of extraordinary theme. And then I'm going in with my Tombow dual brush pen in the light gray color, just to add some depth behind the boxes. I also wanted to add some detail on the bus, so I added some more shadows here and there, and then a driver's seat and everything else with the same gray Tombow pen. And after that, we're finished with the monthly overview. For the next page, I decided to create a packing list, since I really like to have a list beforehand, so I can be more focused when packing, that I don't forget anything. Also, I have to think twice, because I always have to think about the things my hubby needs, because he's not the best when it comes to the organization of his suitcase. So here I'm writing packing list in my fake calligraphy. I have this new calligraphy pen, but I still have to get used to it, so I had to redraw some of those lines. And then I'm putting some headers on top of each part of the suitcase. So there's a header for clothes, electronics, essentials, toiletries, and other. And then I'm writing all my little things to pack underneath those headers. Back in the day, I only had to think about my camera for electronics and maybe the camera battery. And now I have my Apple Watch, I have my Kindle and my phone and a selfie stick and everything else, and it's so crazy that half of the suitcase is full with electronics. On the next page, I'm drawing out an envelope with a little letter in it with my goals, events, and notes of the month. For my goals, I put things like work out often, plan our next vacation. We're going on vacation at the end of March, so we have to plan a few things for that, and then also to have some more me time in January, because in December the time is always full with work, but also with a lot of family meetings or dates, not meetings, but dates with friends, and they are all very, very nice, and I love all of my friends and family to bits, but sometimes you just have to refocus on yourself. So I want to take that time in January because it's a fresh start with a fresh new year. And then I'm leaving some space left next to notes, because I don't know what I have to fill in there in the next month. So on the last page of this January plan with me is the start of my travel journal. I want to take my bullet journal with me on my trip, and then I want to write down what we did each day, and then maybe decorate with some memories that we get in London. So here's a short recap of all of the spreads. I hope you liked the setup, and if you do so, then please let me know in the comments below, leave me a like and a subscription as well. I would love to have you on my team, and then have a great New Year's Eve and a very nice start of 2020. I'll see you after I come back from London. See you in my next one. Love you. Bye bye.